Welcome to my Unsolicited Yoga series. This is some advice that I would love to give to anyone who comes to yoga and attempts to forward fold and gets stuck like this. I recently was a student in a class where I noticed another student was caught in this position, and the teacher and me desperately wanted to come over and help, but I decided it wasn't really my place since I wasn't there in the teacher role. So for people who are tight and find touching toes is absolutely impossible, yes, blocks can be really helpful, but more important, you have to understand that it is absolutely a good idea to bend your knees. So what I would do for someone who is stuck like this is I would recommend stepping your feet really wide, bending your knees a lot, sending sit bones back, bringing ribs on thighs, if that's not accessible, forearms on thighs, and spending some time tuning into what this feels like in the spine. Another option would be to utilize blocks. In some cases, it might be like a double block situation. But in this particular person's case, I could see that the tall sitting the blocks with a generous bend in the knees would have probably done the trick. So when the knees are bent, when the hands can have something to be supported by, then the spine can lengthen. And this allows for the student to experience like the essence of a standing forward fold without being caught up in the aesthetics of touching toes and getting as straight and low as possible. So this is the first thing that I would say. Just dangling here hoping something will change isn't going to happen. So knees bent, ribs on thighs, skull reaching away from tail, wide ribs, inhale. Let it go, exhale. Next, I would offer in downward facing dog, similar thing. So the goal in down dog is not to get your heels down. That might be accessible to you, it might not. The goal in down dog is to support and lengthen the spine. So bend your knees, send your pelvis away from your skull, lengthen the back of your neck. Might be better with hands on blocks. Height of the blocks, personal to you. Usually the lowest setting is a good way to just get acclimated to the idea of having longer arms. Personally, I like this middle height with my thumb and pinky wrapped around. But see, spine is long, no forcing legs straight. That may or may not come with time. This also makes transitions in a vinyasa class way more accessible. Stepping the foot forward for the warrior shapes, or to the top of the mat for a bent knee forward fold. Exit strategy from a forward fold to go upright, thumbs and hip creases, long spine, active through the abs, press into feet, exhale, stand up. Thank you for listening all the way to the end. Bend your knees.